yes and Kofon jails.
Yes, a stone.
That's no moon, yes, will be a bejomadi. What does this OG Arsenal, dear? Rich, they will break your heart. So continue to doubt them. That is what they like. Miss Remo. And my mom fast, my non go see Arsenal, so Emma all of a sudden won't be a favorite. Yes, Anna, it takes away Arsenal any day we almost sit here. 2006, Arsenal, Real Madrid, their film, no, not they were like this. Obia and Jindi, and they did it. And see, Munya Omo. Emo money nam said they almost in the namna. Now, Rich Enra. Ewo the Emirates Stadium. Arsenal went into the game with a 4-2-3-1. Real Madrid came in with a 4-3-3. Sena ushe the way Carlo Ancelotti iron arguments over stopping Arsenal now. It was interesting. Look, Ancelotti ni say and then Mikel Arteta bobo ne left back in Sakran and everyone so be humble din. Rich Enra at that age to be playing as inverted midfielder.
Skelly no. Bobo.
To be playing as inverted midfielder. What do you mind say? Becca Thomas step at the who won 50 or say Arsenal Kutabo na. Now you go into a 3-back. At say. Senior we can push Declan Rice to add up to Martin Odegaard behind Real Madrid, a second line of defense, you know. Now you wait a bit me Rich and with him and Thomas Partey as Arsenal, almost two transitional midfielders in attacking transitions, you know. Super. And I mean, what be the moment that Arsenal best as more build it up, no. Rich, Vinicius Junior joined Kylian Mbappe as a 9 and 10 two top bisano. Then Abanti Efeno, Rodrigo the goals come very, very far as a winger. Now Wababe joining a clear 4-line 4-4-2 with Modric, Camavinga, and Jude Bellingham. And Real Madrid without the ball and 4-4-2. Not Vini Mbappe air press anymore. Especially Abanti Efeno Vinicius Junior. Nidia and say a man in Thomas Partey in Jebono. But Rich, how can you stop Thomas Partey at the Emirates? Say a man in creative space and money home. Not on fan Jebo, not on dictating the pace. And it's over here. Anytime be a Thomas Partey will say, oh, Vinicius is becoming more aware, say, on the ball in an he takes him off the midfield. Not in the coin change and a vineyard dinner cheap. Now a crack it one. Skelly no, Rich, no about the Jimbo no. Oh, 50 ho, now what 10. Now, Rich, because now Real Madrid were planning to. So now, Arsenal were intelligently positioned behind Real Madrid almost second war no. And the baby are Jude Bellingham, Camavinga, Luka Modric, Rodrigo the Ghost Ejinano. Omechipe, Anna, Odegaard, Declan Rice, Mereno, Amujina, 2 and 3 in the year, almost a mumbo money because over Bukayo Sakana Gabriel Martinelli, Ombeties which is so, Omuno Omudio, Omakao, on their wings, you know, they are dealing with those spaces, you know, as and when Omope. But this was Team FN Arsenal, and this was the way Real Madrid wanted to deal with them. And Anya Requano, between this box, baby Odegaard, Mereno, and your bench from Declan Rice Ejinano. Real Madrid, they are aware, say, they have 4 players in the box that can deal with them in 2 center halves, you know, of Asensio and Rudiger. Then anymore, Luka Modric, any Abrantia, Fene Camavinga, na Bellingham, any Rodrigo the goals comes in for numbers 151. But Rich, Arsenal were beating Real Madrid pressing easily, and the moment they turn. Oye Camavinga, Oye Modric. The moment that Arsenal be turning over 150, you need to now go backwards. That's all coach me to go and be with Odegaard more and Declan Rice. You can go deep. And that was a masterclass from team your friend Arsenal, especially in the second half. Rich, and Chelsea Real Madrid are nyashe. So she game me especially in the first half. Real Madrid who say oh, team fan Arsenal. Oh, one player Oba inverted in Lewis Kelly. They don't have a problem with him. Say Arsenal ni bona, he quickly goes back to the position. But Rich, Enra, me one disappointment and say, okay, Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid. Yes, starting bona, and I who say Galan have problem with the way our Rodrigo the goes I against Oberbono. Meboa. Eba ne say na Enra, Arsenal one left backer. All boy inverted baby. And so still now, I branch fan Rodrigo the goes. Me one you who game.
No,
I was surprised because let me him say one of the transitions I remember you super. When Skelly will come inverted and when Obama back to the left back no, and by the time Obama come no, now branch fan Rodrigo the goes and then we because even with Galana now onye na is Obama inverted na Ojina so crano. He created a problem for him, but Enra, he was just off the game. And now there were few chances at Real Madrid passes behind Arsenal a back line. No? Rich. And so no then Arsenal grew into the game, and in the second half of the year, it was total dominance from Tima, your friend Arsenal. Obi Musa said, Arsenal was him Arsenal baby. And I'm say, look, in football, born ye bo injury room. So be an injury room better than you are. Or at least 60% chance obetimi Adam the game no na otimi asho. Now Rich, Enra was a declared day. Now I am the say Enra me say okay CBS say no kwani nyanwe ni almost set piece coach you know. Say o take credit for the first goal no me say there. Entro kakra wom. And na fifika. This is the video. Time of free kick in the this is the video.
Cross the ball.
Cross the ball, no quite far and near me say, you bet me ahead there. And in young thrower now, the Carras H. The instruction to him was so uncrossable. And this is the video you could see some catches uncrossable. Rich. I see because I say, but boy, Danny baby, Cotua two. Oh, yes, sure, say, the set piece coach in all canon. Is the best option. Baby, you bet me a Calibona for Muhu. I know say Bukao Sakabusas, or bet me a bobo na for one, no, sir. Met me a bo, no, send me a bo. Rich
Bobo, I say.
Look. Yes, I think that Courtois was too far away from one and what. And when Terry reach HM say, now Ojiri said there should be another man in the war. 5. War we say you're turning with 5 people. 2 goalkeepers so much almost stuff. But it says that Courtois didn't hoodie. And he doesn't know the Clarice as a free kick expert. It's 4 years. Mami Nina say born on team find Bibia. Marriage. Just say, I Jimmy some
Brandon goes in there.
This free kick was super. Rich, the angle now born echo around the wall now. And there's actually back into the post now. You will appreciate the Clarice a free kick notion. Now, Rich, the Clarice as a free kick. You see, it is out of the world. Where they are once in a blue moon. And then another free kick at all. Rich. Say me Champions League. Me watch Champions League app on my phone also. And it gives me notification. No can say notification no earlier kaka than the live match. Rich. There was a free kick in the hole. Declaration young boy. But the Champions League app is giving me an update say Arsenal has a second goal. And I'm saying, are they serious? It's a free kick way. The Carras I said to us, Rich, and look at the angle. And then Mark Rich say, see, and we the goalkeeper stand crab a top that anymore. They can't catch the ball. Look, baby, I'm on a question, Rich. How do a goalkeeper save it? You don't save it.
Because they were on my war. I'm Real Madrid now. I'm defending. I'm my baby decide. Maybe I'm imiti. Me sabun kumso. Maybe I'm not funny.
No, but
it's a branch and a bobo and I'm much wrong. Are you so tia?
No problem.
Rodrigo so tia.
You could clearly see someone I have to know. Goalkeeper to know war for one half of the post.
Okay.
And one could down the other half. What Arsenal did and say, baby, I will goalkeeper no Beginano. You never see when you would say, they just went off the wall. Abraham blocking the view of Courtois. But Rich, even with that, the angle now about the Corsay, you know, say you see when you move. You see when you move. There is no way I'm beating Archibald. That is the truth.
Schneider's way and
look.
As a Courtois and 2 mess.
Angle no.
Aye.
No.
As you on what Bobo Ribida.
Rich.
Where's this Schneider?
No problem. In football, you can't say, see, if you don't shoot, you don't score.
Yeah.
If you have to cry, if you have to, I see, I'm boy. Rich, so one can't tell me so, baby, only baby.
Sure.
Some because here, I just have to start to move. Asana Mako. And whether Atomo, he decided to hit the ball. And he got it right. And a ball, Aquakwashe. Rich, Obakaya, we were discussing between Trossard and Moreno. When he am as number 9. Rich, they decided to tell us, oh, I'm no problem. Me combine it in a single game and get the job done. And again, Declan Rice took the ball, came in, Trossard corner. This is the skelly boy in American one. Some Rich.
But I say go no. Around you go there for power. One chance.
Very, very beautiful.
But I said free kick now, branch and boss anything. Go now, branch and share no.
Papa and should we are not or see corner chief for one mommy. And you know or you're left footed. And we're reading angle now Courtois Ejinano. And that was a perfect shot. Rich, I have Courtois no motion is ano. And you goalkeeper Biao. I have Timu Courtois. And no motion is an anti Arsenal for no and no more sorry, Rich. And this dream, you don't want to wake up. That is the truth. Die Udana also the ABC Rich. Person sorry. And we should allow them. Now we say go focus oh next
time dead.
You see, I'm not comfortable answering that question. Rich, football, you enjoy the moment. Let us not enjoy this moment. And a very huge advantage. I don't want to say the game will come. We will talk about it. But in terms of percentage rate, I think say Arsenal I 70% of the job. So me I qualify and was time. Look, and I think say it was unanimous. Say Bayern will not survive Inter. And Inter will take a very good result away from the Allianz Arena back to the San Siro. Now, Rich, me catch you when I say the only problem at Inter Benya I only say this Sani because of baby Omubon any Inter formation Omubon. How did Harry Kane miss this dance, Rich? Look at Olise dance through. Harry Kane, oh, how? But only so much go ne vie. Boni kosa na kobo popa na bona take it all. Sometimes football and Harry Kane distance.
Harry Kane.
Goalkeeper the quarter form. Only so I say. Look, ready divina. Only so I say. Rich. Boni koya na kobo pono. I'm say okay. Probably today is not your day. Na that goal na Lautaro Martinez share na Fifi kan wase. Rich. Say yenyan to boase. Na ye compare goal way to any of the Declan Rice free kicks now. Rich, we will have a debate. I say we are too excited. Say, I say ya nkebian shem na the Declan Rice aye na enwanwa. But Rich say ye homeswa. Near the goal way and how it was scored no. Ever for debate, Rich, we will have a very, very good debate. In general, Inter went to the Allianz Arena, Rich. They came out with a 2-1, very, very good results. And by the time I finished the final whistle, you know, they knew say they've taken a very, very good step. Say Ombetimi are qualified to the semi-finals of the Champions League. Now, any games like it too early. Because we didn't say it's straightforward games.
Okay.
Rich. Udru Paria. And some say Emmanuel German or Paris, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Or Paris.
Or San France, no. Good. Me I show say on him by Adrian say the conversation around PSG now is that they think say this time around they have a team and not a set of superstars. And Omujiri said that is the way to go now. Which and there's one big problem for Paris Saint-Germain. Unim adekro. Omunemi omu squad no. Missing is their captain and omu best defender and the organizer in Marquinhos. Adia with the accumulated yellow cards. Rich, obia wonim PSG bienim say PSG team Rich omu ya dapa for kakra. And Kabebi Umakodu, you know. Rich, even though they are building a team without superstars, but they will need leadership to guide them. And Nemijidi said the absence of Marquinhos will take something away from Omutim. No. And yes, he is just the best defender, but he is the organizer of the team. Oh no, control team, no. Oh no, providing leadership.
Yes, and Madame for patronage, so
that is what they have to deal with. I was our game with. Now, Rich, you see, Villa Kono Mokono and Kenya, but they are going with one man beer. Rich, you don't underrate him in Europe. And Oyobisa was a Jumano of Paris and Germain order. Unai Emery. And see, they will have to be careful. A game they are hugely favorites, make up Paris and Germain for no. But they have to be careful because a Unai Emery. He could take the game away from the pitch and play it tactically. He can do that. Now, Rich, there are two lineups Abba said already now Emre betting the real game in him. One with Kamara and Tilimas sitting deep in midfield. Now Omabo, Ramsey and Rogers our wings with Asensio in number 10 position behind Rashford. There is 1-2 with Magin, Emom at one side of the wings. Senebaya, they will bench Abante and Marco Asensio, any Rashford in and play Rogers Mom behind Abante and Oli Watkins. But the Parisians say, without Marquinhos, this is going to be Team FN Paris Saint-Germain, almost first 11. Berardo, anyone down for Pacho, and a pair at the center of the field. Rich, dear Mammy G say, Paris Saint-Germain a huge favorite. I am on midfield no. João Neves, Vitinha Rios. Me so say they will dominate and many more no. Ekeja. So I'm predicting say any upsets be the baba. Rich, Paris Saint-Germain should be able to win the game. And the game near cost of Munich Stadium no. Rich. I think it's a Dortmund war. Bayern problem maybe. Scott back a prayer. And are you very, very integral for them? It's on game nibi. And so only game ni more. A BBB at the match by friend Dortmund. But Rich, there is one thing that Barca must be very, very careful of. Unuma the crow. And it's only Dortmund bar. The way they will attack you. And they do it so well on the counter. Especially Rich, when they have player to say Max Bayer, one wing, Karim Adeyemi on the other wing, with a striker this season in the Champions League, Rich, our form power in Gorasi, then a technician in Julian Brandt as our number 10. Barcelona must be careful. They are huge favorites. Look, Barcelona won this season, you know. And yet, team almost on measure Dortmund. Especially Dortmund team, Rich Shomo center halves. They have to play Emil Chan and Anton as almost 4 and 5. Pascal Gross, no so well experience and commit my ball 51. And the accumulated yellow cards. Abante Feno, Mecha, very good player, but what press but they need to. They have to throw him into the game because Obianwa Obebo. Dortmund were problems, but they have one strength here, which is Bayer and Adeyemi on their flanks. And Barcelona any moment Rich, they will always want to send Kunde up front bad the up front. Yanko enemy yanko attack, yanko enemy yanko attack. One way and a Karima Deimi and the Bayern. Sebasa it's me dealing with the wing play of Dortmund. No, Omutimi catching supplies from there. They are Rich. I think say Barca is so good. Say and then also Omutimi Shetima, your friend Dortmund, Honum. That will be my prediction. Barcelona is also in a good place. Rich, me no man knows, you know. Me know say I Champions League ni bi
Africa Champions League, yeah.
And no man start yin who.
Okay.
And no Ali ko share wa way. Do say
say laugh for no man home because of Sudan.
Kobo Mauritania. Ali Kobo wa way wo ba. No man show mo one and no man ko show mo one. To ma qualify. And no Pyramid lost. But on aggregate omo ko manim. Sundowns are here Jumano Rich. Super exciting semi-finals. Mamelodi Sundowns against Ali. And because Pyramid are qualifying, and then there's a match between Orlando Pirates and the MC Orges. They'll be qualifying. Now we share Pyramid. Already no. Orlando Pirates at the 1-0 your way. South Africa. I think say they'll be able to do their job. Then these are the quarterfinal games in the CAF Confederations Cup. Simba, Emma show me 2. Rich Simba be win the game we. But as to say omu win the team qualify omu is what we watch. 1 o'clock every year. Okay. You can watch the game. Zamalek Beshe, RS Bekani Beshe, USM Orges Beshe, Constantine Fono. Until omu episode omu trabetino. Ayana omu ede akaho. Je code we mi enupe na FI nyoma na yentimi embredi encommon e wo fie. Ene yebu say won say why na be Ghana Premier League no. Say over the rest of the matches,
9 matches to go.
Yes. Any teams in the performance so far now, with me at this and community 1AA C3 1D9 and 1AA C3 C60 to 1AA C3 C60 1AAC3 1D9 2 betway kosa obetimi afa na ode aye onyoma e on rich and then so you will get some interesting games to watch
sure
na ya koye
Abranti bo say a friend Kodopis obi say official na England teams no yes o mbenya 5 yes now it's official
na me ba na me wo fie na me tie